Good afternoon, everyone. It's your boy Sunshine. On today's Sunshine After Dark episode, there will be content that contains explicit language and themes that are not suitable for all audiences, and I wanted to give this warning before the episode started. I received permission from Heyzee to keep this portion of the episode on as a form of awareness. Listener's discretion has been advised. Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. It's your boy Sunshine, and welcome to the Sunshine After Dark podcast. And as you know, this is the podcast where we bring the heat when the sun comes down.
And if you're a California local, you know that the sun's been going down a little later today. It goes down around 8 to 8:30, so you could expect a very, very hot topic of discussion today.
Hot topic. Right now, it is currently 9 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Some people may know this as the start of demon hours, you know? We be getting into some mysterious feelings. You don't even know what's going to happen, dude. So we're just going to let it all flow. But I would like to introduce your host today, me, Sunshine, the host of this podcast and the host of MrSunshine.com. Go ahead and check that out. I mean, YouTube, yeah. My rest of my homies will introduce themselves like always.
What's up? Is Owen. Get Owen.
Good evening. It's Jesus, SB Jesus. Still,
my boy sounded like a Dominican uncle.
Coño.
You gotta say mofongo, dude.
Mofongo.
Unfortunately, audience, Heyzee is still sick today, so he may be muting as a courtesy, and give him a round of applause. He's doing pretty well as far as for his recovery, but all Mexican remedies have not been working, so at this point, we could be losing some hope.
To be fair, I think the only thing I haven't tried is the caldo de pollo and the res, but it's already hot over here, so fuck that. Like, I'm not about to do that, dude.
What's your standard?
But yeah, I've tried. I've had X different cough medicines. I haven't had the booty shot. That's what I need, dude. You know, that shot that goes right in the nalga and just like... What is it? It's like a...
That's so crazy you said that, dude.
Like right in the cheek.
Damn. Okay, no, it's because I don't know if you know about this, Owen. Like that's an actual thing. I guess I don't know if it's like Mexican.
A cheek shot?
Yeah. You get some type of injection in the booty. Because I've gotten one when I was sick, when I took a trip to Mexico. When I was with my dad, I had gotten sick of something. I don't remember.
Nah, dude, that's just strong. It'll put you to sleep, dude.
Yeah.
That's just, and I don't think it's like a universal shot. It could be like different ones, but I know, if I could just add real quick, I had a long time ago when I went to Mexico, I had gotten like very, very bad, like food poisoning. I had migraines. I had fucking dysentery. I'll be more,
mad cow disease, dude.
Yeah. The point is, I was terrible, dude. I couldn't sleep. I just couldn't sleep. I couldn't do anything. I got that shot, dude, for the first time. I think it was terrible because like the whole time that we were in Mexico, pretty much like for the first week, I was just sick. But that shot, dude, put me to sleep. I think I was out for like 6 to 8 hours, dude.
Did it heal you?
I was just good the next day, dude.
Dang.
Yeah, and that's funny too, because like it doesn't occur as often, but that is a thing where you go to Mexico, if you get sick, it's customary to go to the doctors or urgent care, and you get some type of some vaccine up on the booty cheek, dude. And that shit will cure you, dude, the next day. Because that happened to me too. Like I don't know if I was like constipated or I was sick of something, but my dad took me to the urgent care, and the doctor gave me a shot up on the butt cheek, and yeah, that was good. Like the next day.
Funny enough, a customer came into it, and he was like, "Well, you're still sick, food." I'm like, "Yeah," and he's like, "My tia, she has those like I forgot what kind of shot he called. He had just told me too. He was like, I'll bring you one later, fool. Like, yo te lo pongo si quieres. No, you're good, fool. Like, I'm pretty sure I could do it, or I could have my wife do it for me. Like, it's fine.
Like he has a syringe.
He has no
of
shit on
medicine?
surplus. He has no shit on surplus, bro. Just no. I'm assuming like anyone in his family is like, you know, when you make a trip to Mexico, like, okay, ¿qué encargas, right? Like, what can I bring you guys?
Bring
And
home
they
the
just have like,
remedies and stuff.
and they just know like around this time, like people get sick off of different shit, so just like not like,
Yeah.
that shit will fix you right up.
Okay. Well, audience, please give Heyzee your best. Get well soon. Hopefully, we'll have him at tip top shape. I already forgot how his original voice sounded, and I can just check back the other podcast. You know?
Like
Yeah,
Bro, like I haven't sang in the shower. I haven't sang in the car. I can't do like a high pitched call I'd use for Luna and Bean. It's been very, very challenging, dude. It's been
very sad.
It's been humbling. It's been humbling, and I don't think my voice will ever come back, dude. Like I think this is it for me.
You know how like we said Juan would be a bird or whatever without Riz? That's you right now, dude. You're a bird. You can't.
I'm the Rizless bird.
He's Rizless, dude. And it's funny how being sick puts everything in perspective. You know, it tends to humble you, because when I got sick and I'm fevering, I'm like, fuck, dude, I really miss, not feeling sick. So it's
the thing is, like, my
job
requires me to answer the phone to talk to customers in person.
Yeah.
So there's times when I'm on the phone and I'm gonna be like, is that all? Or like my voice would just like break, dude. And I'm gonna be like, and I'm like, okay, I'll come back just enough for me to finish the conversation. And it doesn't, and I have to just deal with it.
No.
Poor Heyzee. Everybody send him a get well card soon.
I'm fine. It's because the cough was sneaking up on me. I was just trying to like finish the sentence.
Yeah. Owen, have you ever gotten like super sick like that, where it's like, wait, did you ever get COVID, Owen?
No, I never got COVID. But yeah, I've been like super sick before. I remember one time in grade school, I had scarlet fever or whatever it's called. Had to miss like a week at school. It was like rashes all over me.
What kind of fever?
Scarlet fever, I think.
Garlic? Like the...
No, scarlet. Like...
Oh, scarlet.
Yeah.
Damn. Were your fevers like past 103, dude?
Yeah, I think it was really bad.
And rashes?
Yeah. It was like nasty. It was
Damn.
all itchy. Had to catch up on school.
Are you sure that wasn't like the famous chicken pox, dude?
Nah, it wasn't like
I don't think I've ever had chicken pox now that we mentioned it.
No,
Is that real, dude?
Yeah, actually, my wife's older sister is one of the few people that I know that has had the chicken pox. I think they had the vaccine too, and they still got it.
Dang.
From what I remember her telling me. I was talking to we were discussing it with my mother-in-law, and yeah, she confirmed that my wife's like older. I think two of her older siblings ended up getting chickenpox after the vaccine that they had when they were born. But sometimes I teased her when I found out. I was like, "Oh, so you're an actually living specimen with who has had the freaking chickenpox."
She's a survivor, dude. Yeah, because I know I heard that growing up a lot. Like, oh, this friend got chickenpox. This relative, maybe not relatives. I don't think I've seen it a lot in the Hispanic community, but yeah, dude. Growing up elementary school, I heard a lot of different kids get it, and now like I don't even think that's something that you worry about for your children. Like, ¿cómo que got chickenpox? Like,
honestly,
I don't think that's a thing anymore.
I
think it's like a dead disease. I think it's like a dead virus.
I mean, it's there. I think it's still like, it's just very rare, I think. I would assume. Like, or what about like lice? Did you guys ever?
Oh, nope.
Like in your school?
Nah, that's that nasty.
I know. You don't wash your hair or nothing.
Not even just like you getting the lice, but just like someone got lice.
I think it could happen. Like I think it could happen. Like if you live in apartments, like low income apartments.
Oh yeah.
But it's more or less a matter of like how quickly your parents dealt with it.
Yeah.
That makes it like okay. If it's just like, oh, like you you're just like that, like your whole fucking life is like, dude, like come on, like that's neglect. But if it's something that just happened, like I went to a friend's house and got it, it's like, dude, like as long as your mama, your legal guardian was on top of it, like it shouldn't be an issue. That's something you can like deal with like within a day or two.
That's true. Yeah, no, I don't think I've ever known anybody that had lice. I always thought that was like because you always hear cartoons talk about it, so I always thought it was like a cartoon thing, you know? Or maybe it was a 90s thing, I don't know, but now it's very...
Yeah, I don't hear of it.
Yeah, same. But I want to take this time to appreciate and say a quick thank you to our audience for continuing listening to the podcast and also engaging with the podcast. Again, this podcast is on Spotify. You can listen it to your listening devices and you listen with the listen. And then you can also watch the video version. And episode 10 is coming soon, so we may do something different on that one. I have to discuss it with the homies here, but we may try something different, you know? Something to end the season. 10 episodes a season. I think that's good.
Wow.
It's going to be a nude upload, just by the way.
Straight gooch.
It's going to be like a picture of like some part of the body where it's like a zoom, like very close up of a part of a body, and someone has to guess what it is. Whoever gets it correct gets $1,000.
Whoa!
Funded
from paid by Sunshine.
Sunshine After Dark, paid by Sunshine After Dark Corporation, which
paid
is
by
all
you.
three of us.
I don't know, man. I don't know. We're gonna have to discuss that. We're gonna have to discuss that before another episode.
I'm joking. But yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. If you do guys have suggestions on topics that you guys want us to talk about, leave them down in the comments or rate the podcast on Spotify. You can also put what you thought of the podcast too. I think that's like a questionnaire that's added there, but either or, all in time, let us know.
And also, of course, if it's something that you do thoroughly enjoy, you feel like you have friends, family that would enjoy the content as well, please share. I know it's always like, I don't know, like it's just if it's something that you feel like they'd enjoy, go ahead, share with them.
Yeah,
they watch it or not, it's up to them too. It's just, it does help. It's nice.
Spread the word.
Just to get feedback, from different age groups, demographics,
Yes, sir. I mean, as I always say, not literally, but if humans can spread COVID in a span of 2 months, we can spread this podcast just like COVID. Just saying. I'm just saying. Humans have the capability of spreading stuff, so.
I mean, there's a lot of viral videos out there on Twitter, on TikTok that are like, okay, why did this get so much attention? Where just give it the same thought, it just takes one person to send it to 2, to send it to 3, to send it to 4. It's insane. Okay, speaking of viral videos, go ahead.
Yeah.
Like topic.
No. My topic's something else, but you do have you do have like what's the word? It does make sense what you just said, because I think maybe a couple weeks ago I saw like a viral video of a bowl of strawberries with like Nutella drizzle.
That shit made like millions of dollars.
That shit got like tens, like 10 million likes or something like that. It got, and you even have like the famous egg from Instagram, the Instagram egg. So that's crazy. But anyways,
cameo.
My topic.
That's what we need. We need a guest experience. We need a guest appearance.
A guest? We can get a guest.
By the egg, dude.
The egg.
Oh yeah, maybe for episode 10 we can just bring in a guest. We'll bounce some ideas around each other. But my topic is not. It's a collection of things. It's because these are kind of some of the things that I thought about during the weekend. But me and my family were playing this drinking game called Tragos. I think we played it when we went to Vegas last year.
It's a card game, no?
Yeah, the card game.
Take a shot. Take a shot if you've ever or put your hand down if you've ever like little stuff like that. No.
Yes, but it was more Latino based scenarios.
Oh, yeah.
So there was a couple of cards that we had played that were kind of funny. So that made me think of
Nah.
this kind of made me think about this question here, and I kind of wanted to see if you guys had any input on that. So
Okay.
the card that was drawn was, go around the party and state a piece of advice that your mom gave you. So one of the things that I had said was like, "Oh, ponte las pilas," put your batteries on,
That'd be more of my dad, but yeah, I feel like that's more like a dad line. But yeah, it's a good example. Like
yes, ponte las pilas, which is put your batteries on, which is like, hey, get those gears moving, And my brother-in-law had said something about like if you do too many women, like your gooch is gonna fall out or your nuts are something like that. That's what his mom had said, and then that's where it's silent because we couldn't think of any other things. I kind of wanted to see like what you guys like. What are some like common advice that you would get from your mom that was just a little bit like not outrageous, but a little bit obnoxious, I guess I would say.
Dang, I can't think of anything like that. I mean,
I think like for my dad, maybe I got a lot more, but my mom, not really.
Like the sayings?
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah, I guess that's what it means. Like, I guess sayings, it would be what he meant. Like sayings that are used like to teach a moral lesson in like and gatherings and settings like that.
I guess another thing that I can think of that my mom would say would be like, "Oh, pray every night because this and that will happen to you," or sometimes if we don't wake up early, to do chores or whatever. I forget what she would say. She would say something, si no te despiertas temprano, te lleva la corriente. I don't know. But I just thought that was kind of funny about those advice. But for some reason, this card led me to this other experience that I had in my childhood, which is the main part of my topic here. Has there ever been a first of something that might have seemed very private that you questioned, that you told like your parents or questioned them about it because you were just clueless of what it was? So I'll leave that there. I'll leave that question there and I'll share mine, which I think it was kind of funny. Okay, so as I've said before, I wasn't really exposed to a lot of pop culture, or I didn't really have exposure of, a lot of things that happen around the world that are normal or like that occur a lot, right? I was kind of kept in my bubble, watch PBS Kids, fucking McDonald's. So in my early days, I didn't really know what. This is going to sound so weird. I didn't really know what the function was of a boner.
Dumb.
So I was always very like clueless of
what now, right? Like,
yes.
Pause the video, call you, and like.
I know now. Yes, I know now. But I didn't know back then. So when there were situations that would happen on like TV, like telenovelas or game shows or Hispanic news outlets, there had been certain times where you would have like women and I would react a type of way when I would watch them, right? Or even like when I would go to restaurants with my parents, like these Mexican restaurants where the waiters would be a little bit revealing, I would have that reaction. Again, not knowing what that was, I didn't really question my parents of why am I getting this reaction, right? Until one day I was probably
Back first or chest first?
in middle school, maybe. Probably like 6th or 7th grade.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna mute myself.
What's up?
No, go ahead. I'm just muting myself real quick.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so in middle school, I woke up one day on a weekend and my underwear was wet.
Whoa.
This was probably like 6, 7 in the morning. You know, I was curious, so I touched that area, like my underwear. I kind of wanted to know like what it was, like if it was, did I pee myself or, you know, something of that, like if I had an accident. So when I smelled it, now I know what it was like now me now, I know what it is now. So I think that day I had my first wet dream, dude.
Dang, what the heck?
I don't know what I dreamt of, but I remember it so vividly because I woke up, I still had my tidy whities, and I went up to my mom and I was like, "Hey, ma." So embarrassing. I was like, "Hey, ma." I was like, I literally said, "I have like white stuff like here. What does that mean?" I completely forgot what my mom had told me, but I remember being sent to the bathroom to clean myself. And just since that day, I've just been very curious on what that was around during that time. I never knew what a wet dream was. I didn't even know that, like, I don't want to say like masturbating was a thing. I didn't know that was like activities that people do. Just because I wasn't really exposed to that, or I didn't really hang out with people that would have those types of conversations. Yeah, I didn't have no knowledge of that, so I didn't really know.
What age were you when that happened?
I was probably like 6th, 7th grade, around there.
Oh, you're already way older.
Yeah,
you're in that. You're like right when that would be like a conversation, you know.
Yeah.
Right. And like I said, I mentioned it to my mom, but she didn't really comment on it. And again, I didn't really have anybody to discuss. I'm like, hey, you know, I had this, you know. So that's just part of like, I guess, just not being exposed or hanging out with people that talk about that. Which,
good.
But yeah. Have you guys ever had any like embarrassing first timers where you had to like ask your parents?
I'll go after Owen because she's gonna go into some confession time. I'll keep names discreet, but I'll keep names out just for the sake of privacy. But yeah, I'll go into.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember I stole stuff from stores, like a few things, like cards.
Ooh.
And then I remember my parents caught me.
That's where my PSP went, dude. You fucking
freaking
robber, dude. I knew it was you with your sticky fingers, dude. I knew it was Owen.
Thank you, man.
Nah, go ahead. Sorry, just proceed.
Yeah, but that's pretty much it. Just stole some cards from like stores, and they got me, and I was like, oh damn. And that's like a big lesson, obviously.
Did you get?
I think one time we were like in the line in the grocery store, and I wanted to like get some candies. That wasn't my intent to steal them, but I grabbed them like because I wanted them. And some guy behind me, and I appreciate that as an adult. It's okay to do that as long as you respect, right? You're like, hey, niño, like, no te lleves eso. And I put it back, and then like I was all embarrassed and shit, and that never happened again, dude. It was funny.
Have you ever been that child where like you're whiny at the store and your parents would be like, hey, te llevar ese señor, that man's gonna take you if you keep acting bad or whatever? Did your parents ever do that?
Not exactly like that, but yeah, they would do stuff like that where they like exaggerate things, like, oh yeah, if you do that, then that's gonna happen. You're like, what? That makes sense, but all right.
Yeah, dude, that would happen to me when I would pull my little tantrums at Target whenever I didn't get the item that I wanted to buy. I'd always get red in the face. And then my parents would be like, hey, that that man's gonna take you, and they would point like some old dude and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was scared.
Hell yeah, dude. I guess it's just like the little things that I've grown up with, and then I see the future generation growing up, and we're not like that. So it's a very strange. It's very strange, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Heyzee, what's your like first timer thing? I'm very curious now.
So I was gonna go off about what you said about you having like your wet dream and you being, 7th grade. You're already a teenager at that point, right?
Hold on, let me pause you right
about,
there. Owen,
yeah.
have you? I guess I should just ask it. Owen, have you ever had a wet dream?
I don't. Not that I remember. No, if I don't think so.
Because it would just be a situation where it's just like you just
Had too much in
came
the
in your
tank?
pants, dude, like in your sleep or whatever it may be. It just
I
happened.
don't remember. I don't think so.
So you would say you never had a wet dream?
Yeah, nah.
Interesting.
I don't really dream like that though. Like, you know,
I think it
I'm
can
not
just
very.
be anything, dude, and you just fucking I'm about to
No,
blow.
it has to be a stimulant. You better not remember what it was, but it has to have been some type of like vivid sexual stimulant in your dream. Or maybe you were sleeping a certain way and you were like rubbing on your pillow, dude. I don't know. Some shit happened that set you off, dude. It didn't just happen accidentally.
I don't know, dude. I probably had maybe like 3 in my life that I really remember. But that was kind of like in the early stages of my puberty when I had just the tank was full, you know? I think that was the reason. But I don't know, I could be wrong. I don't know the science behind that. But what do you think about like back in the 1800s, bro, when that happened to people? You think that had
Which?
That's so crazy, dude. Like they would think like it's
She's
what,
a
like a
witch.
demon.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
spirit
demon.
over you, man.
A spirit. It's crazy.
But yes, sorry, Heyzee. Sorry to pause. Go ahead, Heyzee.
I was just gonna go into more of a personal experience. It's factual. I'm not gonna lie about it, but I'm gonna hold off on the names only because it happened so long ago, and it's something that's private for that individual and for myself and any party involved.
Sign a NDA.
An NDA, whatever it may be. No, I won't say any names, so it's fine. It's fine. So you guys watch this episode, you're gonna get to this part. It's interesting. I'm not proud of it, but just I'm gonna go into it. Like Juan was saying earlier, he went into I guess like an average child's early sexual experience in terms of like when you're like developing, that's when you're over here learning about women, about what you're into, exploring what your body likes. I think that's an average age for people, right? Both male or female.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, unfortunately, I was exposed to that at a very, very, very young age. So it was just a situation where I ever had to ask my parents what a vagina was, what an erection was, what everything, anything was, because I found out about it pretty early. I had to give an actual age. I want to say it was maybe 6 to 8 years of age,
God
possibly.
damn. So that's like
So I'll go
grade.
more. I was a kid, dude. I was a fucking baby. So I'll go less into the detail and the people involved in it. So I grew up in an apartment and had this friend. He had her. I want to say it was his older cousin. We'll just leave it at that. I don't remember too much. She was older. I think she was maybe early high school, so 16, 15 years old, like significantly older than us.
Mm-hmm.
And she would always she was in that age where you're like developing sexually, right? So she would show us pornography in terms of like,
oh God,
magazines, videos,
That's crazy.
herself, like what she looked like, what a woman looked like. And there was one time I'm gonna share with just this one, it's very personal, that we ended up being in her room.
I'm scared.
And she put a video for us, just like the porn. That's a brief little porn video because at that time it was in cassettes. A brief little porn video.
May I
And
ask
she was just trying to see
may I ask like how what was the media? Like what was the media outlet? Was it a fucking VHS or
I just said VHS.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
VHS.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was a VHS. Yeah, so played the tape, saw if we asked us to pull our shorts down, see if we got aroused in any way. I was a kid. I guess I did. I was over here fucking hard and into it, that shit at that age. And then she was like, okay, like she pulled her pants down and she asked, okay, I want you guys to fuck me.
Oh no. I'm gonna have to cut this off.
You're laughing about it. You're laughing about it, but like that
No.
that happened and at that age, so it's just like for me, I'm just like, well shit, like this is what we're doing. And it wasn't until and because of that, like honestly, like growing up, like even before middle school, I was already like obviously I'm not gonna say I was attracted. I was always attracted to women significantly older than me because it's like okay, like you're looking for women that are already like developed sexually. So for a long time it was just like I thought it was just normal, but it's like no, like I see my nephews grow up, I see my little cousins growing up, my other friends growing up, and it's just like no, like these dudes weren't thinking about any of that shit like at that age. It was something that definitely wasn't that shit something that should have happened, but it was just something that I just had to deal with, dude. So I was much younger than you. I wasn't in freaking 7th grade when I had my first wet dream, when I already knew what masturbation was and all that, everything in between. So I definitely was exposed to that shit at a much earlier age than I should have been.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And it was, I'm not going to say it traumatized me, but I do reflect on it. It's just like, yeah, I don't think it was, if I remember it as vividly as I do, I don't think it was something that I, even at the time, thought it was appropriate. Because otherwise it would have just been something that would have just been in the back of my head, never thought about it. But it's something that it's very vivid. And it's just like, oh shit, well, that happened. Like, that's not something that's normal. Something that should be happening. No, they never found out about it. I think a part of me just knew that it wasn't right and I never spoke about it.
Was it just like a one-time thing?
It was just a one-time thing. I think after that, shortly after that, my dad had found the house that we had lived in for a long time. He had been to it too. And just didn't interact with them anymore. So I don't know what could have happened in that side.
Oh, lordy lord. That took a deep turn.
I know.
That's so crazy.
I mean, I'm fine now, but it did definitely take me a long time, even now, like where I would like over sexualize like any experience with someone, because that's all I knew.
Oh boy. Well, I'm gonna ask Heyzee here if honestly I don't even know. This is something that we'll be able to post, but if Heyzee gives us the permission, then I guess we're okay to upload it. But it may be terms of service type of thing. But
if it's appropriate, leave it. If not, then it's fine. Just take it off. Maybe it wasn't the best topic to bring up. But I just wanted to add based on what you said, because like the time frame that you said you had that experience, you were still unaware of all that stuff. And like I said, I happen to be aware of all of that stuff like much younger. But for you, your question, your curiosity was much more reasonable. It's what it should have been. Like, it's what it should be.
Own time.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Honestly, I've said, clearly I can't really like, I guess what's the word, like offer any type of, what would be the word? Not sympathy, but like, what word am I looking here, guys? Like, obviously I can't be like, hey, you should have told your parents, right? Because it's something that happened in the past. So
yeah, like hindsight.
Yeah, it's something that I've already dealt with, and it's just
and you had the realization, probably after a couple of years, like, yeah, you were able to determine and like, yep, this is something that should have not happened.
Definitely.
definitely causes us to, make sure that we're aware of the people that we know, or the people that the young kids know. You sometimes you just never know. Just that awareness is just to place that awareness out there. But that brings a good point to this podcast. This podcast is a safe environment where we have the liberty to share what we're comfortable with. And, we're all here amongst good people here. You know what I mean? So, yeah, dude. That kind of like tripped me out, because I don't think you've ever discussed that with me at all, or with us. I think this might be the first time that I'm hearing
I brought it up. I want to say I brought it up with someone from our friend group.
Yeah.
But I never went in too much into detail, just more or less, just like I made small talk about it, just kind of, I wouldn't say glorifying it, no, but just kind of like, oh, like this happened.
Yeah, you never said the details, yeah.
Yeah, that kind of like shook me up, dude. Like, I just feel, I don't know, I can't help but feel sorry for you. I don't know why. I guess that's just the automatic feeling that I feel. Because no young person at that age should experience that. But thank you for sharing that.
I think being a guy, I think I was able to deal with it a lot better, because like you said, like in the male environment, especially in my culture, it's just kind of like, oh, like es todo, hijo, blah, blah, blah. Right. I'm not gonna say that's what would have happened, but if it would have been like, I would have been a girl that age, a guy that age, oh, that would have been a big fucking no, it would have been a very, very traumatic situation,
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Well, thank you for sharing. That I'll have to take a look into the TOS stuff to see if we'll be able to put that, because yes.
If not, we'll have to redo this, and I apologize, man. Or we'll go over the hour limit to have enough content in case it does get cut out.
No, it's fine. It's fine, bro. Again, thank you thank you, Heyzee, for sharing. But first experiences, getting to know you, or like how your body functions, is a normal thing. That's something that I want to point out. Finding yourself is normal. How your body functions and stuff like that's normal. Unfortunately, Heyzee just had an experience where it was not natural, I guess I would say.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we can move on to the next topic. Well, the other thing I was going to bring up that kind of came to my head is, do you think, based on what the person drives, they're intimidating or not? Like, if someone drives a Prius, would you?
I think a car does say a lot about a person.
Yeah.
You think so?
Because I work with a lot of people. I work with a lot of customers in different vehicles. If I see them pull up in a Lexus, oh my god, I'm a he pulled up in a Mercedes, and it's not even, if it's a brand new Mercedes, that's fine. But I think my biggest peeve, if I could say real quick, has always been when someone comes in a luxury car, in a used like 2008, 2010 luxury car, and expect it to still be luxury quality by today's standards.
Like a 2010 Corvette.
Like a no, I think that's like a classic. I mean, more or less like a Lexus, like a Mercedes, like a BMW, where that person's probably been like the third, fourth, fifth owner, and they're expecting that vehicle to run like if they got it off the dealer, dude. And it's like, no, like, or they're upset about the prices of the parts for their vehicle, or the maintenance of the vehicle, when it's like that car might be that old, but it never stopped being a luxury vehicle. Like, unfortunately, whatever is associated with it is still expensive. That's why those people that did buy the car first in 2010, they had the, like, not to be offensive, they had the financial stability to afford that vehicle and the maintenance for that vehicle. Just because it's $4,000 now doesn't mean that the maintenance is still gonna be it's still gonna be cheap. Like, no. Like, it's everything that it would have cost back then would probably be just the same, if not more, due to inflation. So that's something you gotta just accept.
Yeah. No, but I mean like as
And they're
far
the
as
most
like
stubborn people. And they're the most stubborn people, dude. By the way, the old luxury car drivers, dude. Oh my god.
That's funny, dude. But I meant more of like, oh, if you get into some type of altercation, like let's say you mess up on the road, right? Or someone messes up on the road.
It had to be a Ford. It had
Like
to be a fucking.
I feel like it's a Tesla.
a
For
Tesla?
Tesla, I feel like no offense to whoever has a Tesla. I feel like there's a level of entitlement, dude.
Yeah.
There's like an entitlement, like you're like, oh, like I wish you would hit me because I have like 20 cameras in my car. Like, I'm gonna just cut you off because I have 20 cameras, and if you hit me, like you're an asshole, and I
Yeah.
can fucking record you on like I said, like 20 different angles.
Yeah, show your face. Oh,
I can show your face.
I didn't know
I think
that.
it's
I didn't know about that about Teslas, that they have literally cameras in every angle of the freaking.
maybe not 20 cameras, but I know it is a good amount of fucking cameras
I
that'll
didn't know
cover.
that.
sides, front, back.
Interesting. No, but I meant like, okay, let me paint a scenario. Let's say someone cuts you off, or that could eventually lead to an accident, and you had to decide whether if you want to honk the horn or just let it slide. And based on the car that it was, where would you not honk the horn? Your vehicle horn. Like what would the person need to be driving in? Like what brand of car? Or you'd be like, oh fuck, you know, I don't want to cause any trouble here because of the type of car that they have.
I don't know. Everyone's crazy nowadays. I don't honk at no one.
It could be any car, dude.
Damn, you know what? That's so
I
true.
think I think like on a weekend, I wouldn't honk at like I wouldn't honk like at a Charger or at like a fucking one of the fucking Nissans, dude. One of the tinted window Nissan Altima, dude. They're over here to give you a bad time, dude. If you like senora or guy, or like they're gonna give you a hard time, dude.
No, but yeah, what Owen said is true. Honestly, I probably don't honk at anybody because
You never
Maybe
know,
pull a
dude.
gun on you, man.
Like that small little, just like, hey, what the fuck, could be someone like stepping out of the car to like fuck you up, or like any little bullshit. It's insane.
Yeah, dude, it can be anybody. I think at this point it doesn't even matter what car they're driving or what car I'm driving. You know, that would make them think, oh yeah, I don't want to mess with this guy because he has a freaking red Honda. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd mess with you, dude. I'd hit you on purpose, dude. I'd be like, what?
Yeah, right is a target.
No,
You're a target, dude. You're a target.
What if it's like, do you guys feel embarrassed of your vehicle's horn?
No. What do you mean embarrassed? Like the sound of it you don't like?
Yeah.
Like it's all high pitched and you're like, oh man.
Yeah, because I had you guys know I had a pickup truck, a Chevy, and that horn was very bassy and loud, like a train.
You were like,
Don't you want to be like intimidating?
Yeah, and then like now that I have the little Honda, it's like a little beep. Like you can't make no lasting impression with that little beep. Like what the heck?
It's like fucking ahooga.
So I need something more powerful to assert my dominance with these honks, because maybe that's probably the reason why I don't honk my horn as much now, because it's like a little beep. It's not a
little cute beep.
Not a pronounced like a
know,
bear roar.
I have very situational honks. It'll be more or less like if someone cut me off and they were gonna hit me, or a situation where like you honk at them to go first. You know, like when you're in that, when you make it with like another 3 other dudes in an intersection, like nobody knows who the fuck to go first, and it's like, oh my god.
Oh,
no.
Have you guys ever honked at a person when you're in the drive-thru of a restaurant and there's clearly a big space in front of the car, like in front of you? Have you guys ever honked at one of those people?
I don't know if I have.
I'm gonna drive through now.
Yeah, I think I did once.
And you're all stopped, and then what if they get mad?
Like, what the fuck are you gonna do, dude?
Yeah, dude.
I drive over the curb.
I think I was an In-N-Out, and I still had my truck, or I had my...
For us, what happened? Oh, dude. It happened to you, huh, babe? When we were at fucking Frosty's, that you honked at the chick to get closer, to move further? Or what was it?
You traumatized her. You brought up the repressed memory.
Oh, wait. I think Marlene has a story.
Okay.
Wait. Wait.
Guest appearance. Is she telling the story or is Heyzee muted?
I don't know. What are they doing?
Well, anyways, and now's a good time for our sponsor. Owen, who's our sponsor for today?
Today's sponsor is NordVPN.
Once again?
If you want to watch NordVPN, VPN. If you want to watch shows in China on Netflix, you use NordVPN to be in China.
Hey, Owen, are you watching any shows from China currently?
I'm watching Chinese Rick and Morty. It's called Ping and Pong, but it's pretty good. Once again, download NordVPN, www.nordvpn.com/sunshine.
Dude, I didn't know I was muted. Holy shit.
That's what I said. I was like,
Rick and Morty, though.
I'm over here starting my story.
All right, dude, go ahead. Proceed.
Okay.
Go for it.
So, what were we talking about? We were talking about this experience that we were through, going to the drive-thru right here around the corner, and we were ordering food, but the distance between like the where you ordered, like the little intercom and the window, it's like very little. So it's literally like one car and then you, and then that's it. So we had just ordered our food, and the car in front of us hadn't really moved that much. Like there was not a lot of distance to like. If I'm bumper to bumper, like the person behind me still can't order. So we ordered our food, and I'm like waiting. And I was on my phone because I'm waiting for the car to move. And I look over, and there's like this lady, like just mad dogging, like just staring at me. So I was confused. So I look over to her, like literally confused. And she's like, "Can you move forward?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I moved forward because I'm thinking it's just this random lady, like walking by, and she's telling me to move forward. So I just move forward, and I see her because she went around the intercom. She goes back and she gets into her car. So I thought that was the end of it, you know, like I moved, whatever. So we pay, we get our food, and they tell us like, go wait in the parking space, like right in front. So we go and we park, and she pulls up right next to us. And we had our windows up too, but we could hear her. Like,
yeah, dude, she was in the car to the right of us. Our windows were up, and she was just like, "Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy."
Oh
she was
What?
pissed beyond fucking reconciliation, dude. It was insane, dude.
Yeah, like she was so mad, and she was saying like, because I think Jesus put his window down because he started smoking from his vape. So I'm like, why would you put the window down, first of all? So obviously now he put his window down. We can hear exactly what she's saying. And she's like talking shit that I looked at her dirty, and that like calling me a bunch of bad words. And I'm just like confused because I was like, literally what? Like, what did I do? And finally Jesus looks over to her, and because I think even her, like, I don't know, her boyfriend or husband.
Yeah,
or
he was smoking, so we were just chilling. We were like, "What the fuck's going on, bro?"
Yeah, like he was like,
just vibing,
like telling her to calm down because I guess he didn't know what had happened either, or he was like, that's not a big a deal. So then Jesus finally looks over to her because they're like, literally, if they open doors, they'll hit the doors. Like they're like right there. So Jesus literally looks over, and he's like, I don't like, I'm sure like whatever you think is going, like it's happening, like that's not what happened. Like there's a misunderstanding going on here, and like, you know, like chill out. So then finally she was saying something about how she thought it was inconsiderate that I hadn't moved forward. And I was like, well, first of all, like there wasn't a lot of space. And I'm like, and honestly, I was like, I didn't even realize that you had gotten out of your car. So when you told me to move forward, like I was just confused. Like if you think I looked at you a certain way, like I didn't. Like I was just confused. And she just mellowed out after that. She even started laughing.
Yeah, we had like a nice conversation. Like, okay, you guys have a good night.
Way to go, Heyzee, acting like a father.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell?
This lady's crazy.
Spiking my blood pressure for no reason.
I know. She starts laughing like nothing happened. She's gaslighting you, man.
Yup, that's mega gaslight. But round of applause for Heyzee being like
peacekeeper.
You know, kind of like neutral, right? Because
which is like, dude, like you're good. Like whatever you think this is not what it is. Like
honestly, if I were involved in any altercation, I would like to have either Owen, Heyzee, or my brother-in-law with me to help defuse the situation. Because knowing me, I'd probably chicken out and I'd be muere, dude. It would be.
You probably get like, I don't know, like you probably like ask for your wallet and you'd be like, okay,
No,
do
yeah,
you want the
dude.
PIN number for my card?
No, dude, that has actually happened to me. I think I've told you the story where I had
You
a
handed someone your wallet.
no, I handed someone my phone because I thought they
Oh,
were.
you did tell me about it. You did tell me about that. It was when you were younger, right? But
Yeah, I was in middle school and I thought this guy actually probably wanted to be my friend. I thought he was very interested on my phone that I had at the time, and it was a black Boost Mobile flip phone, and yeah, I had it. I was probably like calling my mom or something, or I had finished and I was putting him back in my pocket. And some dude came up to me. He's like, "Hey, like that's a cool phone. Can I see it?" And me being all gullible and like happy about the interaction, I'm like, "Yeah, like check it out." Dude, I hand him the phone and he just walks off like up the street, dude. And it got pretty far, and then luckily there was a school security guard and I told her, but I also had my best friend with me at the time, and he kind of like chased him up the street and he was able to get my phone back. But I think that security guard saw the whole thing because she must have thought that like, oh yeah, I gave him the phone, like I shouldn't have done that, whatever. But yeah, I'm that kind of a person to be like yes please, like you know. But yeah, sorry, they kind of got a little bit on rabbit holes here. But Owen, what's your topic for tonight?
Ooh, my topic. If you could live in any other time period that's not like recent, what would it be? And it's the same thing as my animal one. Like you gotta survive up in there.
Honestly, just reliving. If I was 20 years old when I was born in 1995, I think that would have been top tier for me. So if I was 20 in 1995, today I would be 25.
you'd be the same age you are now, dude. Like you're 40. You're like what 40, 47?
No. Cap. I think I would like to relive 1995 all the way up to like 20
What you mean, like with adult money? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, just me being 20 years old, but starting it from 1995. So I would be born like in the 80s? No. 75? 1975? Or
yeah, he'd be my dad's age.
1980s, I would be 20 in 2000, right?
Okay, so if you want to be 20 in 1995, you would be freaking born in 1975.
Okay. Right.
20 years.
Yeah. I feel like as a kid, everything is just not, you don't retain much as a kid. So that's why I feel very nostalgic when I see these nostalgic videos. That freaking song, the do-do-do, do-do-do. Have you guys ever heard that one?
No, I don't think so.
It's like a sea, like ocean melodic instrumental song that plays over things that people did back in the 90s, early 2000s.
No.
Dang. I'll send you guys one of those videos. But whenever I encounter those, I feel very mellow, nostalgic. And I'm like, damn, I wish I could relive those times. But because I was a kid during that time, I can't really remember much. I can only remember the feeling. So I feel like if I were to live that time frame of my childhood starting at 20 years old, I feel like I would have a better remembrance now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I feel like early 90s, early 2000s was like the best time I've ever lived. I don't know. I think that's very cool. But if I were to come up with another answer to be a little bit more interesting, I would say maybe like African American. Not African American.
What?
Native American, sorry.
¿Qué? Mi bebé es negro.
Native American time. Like the early Americas.
Yeah, so you're just picking berries and shit.
Picking berries, freaking skinning rabbits.
Oh, yeah.
Getting sacrificed.
Oh shit. Well,
all these are possibilities, dude, unfortunately. But let's just say best case scenario in one of those like antique like cultures, right? One of those native cultures, right? I'm trying to think kind of like Road to El Dorado type shit. Like I want to be there with what's the name of her? I always had a crush on her. She's so fucking fine. What's her name?
El Dorado.
That chick from El Dorado, dude. She's just from El Dorado, Road to El Dorado. The cartoon movie. Shay. Her name was like Shay or some bullshit. She was just, I don't know. She just did something to my body.
What's the most hottest or like babe cartoon crush that you've had as a kid? You her?
Her. Yes.
Owen?
You find that out, dude.
Freaking like Lola Bunny.
Lola Bunny. Freaking furry. Yeah, is that what you're trying to tell me? You're furry.
To me, honestly, I'm gonna side with Owen on this one. My crush back then with like cartoons would be, have you ever seen The Lady and the Tramp 2? There's this dog named Angel.
The dog.
Furries, bro.
Yeah.
Dog. Oh, you're
No.
Mine, man.
That's a furry. I take back what I said to Owen. I understand Owen, but you sick.
Lola Bunny is like kind of human, you know?
Yeah, she's like,
how's she
she's
human?
like,
She's a
human
bunny.
traits. But she's giving human attributes in terms of like walking on all fours and walking on 2 feet and like wearing clothes, like revealing clothes. But for you, it's literally a dog, dude. Like, I don't know, man. I think we're not to cut this out too, man.
No. Okay. Rewatch that movie. Do me a favor. Rewatch that movie. Put yourself in a child.
I assure
mindset.
you, dude, I would not get any arousal, dude. I assure you, 100%, dude.
Ever seen Lady and the Tramp 2?
You never seen Lady and the Tramp 2? Okay, watch it when you can, and tell me childhood Owen wouldn't have a crush on this dog named Angel. Just check it out. Or I would say maybe like trying to think. It's because a lot of the Disney movies, they have animals that are portrayed very like sexually, like Lion King.
Lion King?
Yeah, like Lion King 2.
Oh, Nala.
Yeah, Lion King 2. Or like the fucking, I think she's like a duster in Beauty and the Beast.
You're attracted to the duster?
Yeah, like, just like to an inanimate object. You
know how like the inanimate objects were alive in there, and it was like a duster. But in a human, she was man. like a hot maid.
Let me guess. Were you attracted to the spider from Bug's Life too, dude? Is that what you're gonna tell me? You're attracted to the Black Widow?
No, dude, no.
No.
Nah. I don't think that movie I had any like crushes, but I know the dog, from Lady and the Tramp 2.
Bro, that was Juan's wet dream. He just dreamt about the dog.
No, like literally watch that movie and tell me not. Just watch it. Just watch it. And tell me.
I'm telling you not right now. I've watched it, dude. No.
When was
the
last time
I do not have a vivid memory.
Do you know who Angel
Marlene
is?
watches it pretty often.
Angel.
It's a little white dog, right? The little white dog with like her eyes covered.
Yeah, with
that they see into like the dog pound, or which one is Angel?
I think it is the one with the dog pound, the one with the thug dog.
Yeah, I know which one. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You mean to tell me that little Heyzee wouldn't be like, that's my girl?
No, No, we already had the conversation as to what was going on at that time, at that age range, dude.
True. Okay, so is that it? Is that the only two you guys have? The El Dorado girl and Lola?
I'm sure there's more. I just can't remember. But I think that's the main one.
Recently, also Lilo and Stitch, like Nani, dude. She's just so thick, dude. She's just so thick.
Islander, yes. What about you, Owen? What time zone would you like to live in?
I want to be a samurai, man. I'm just gonna get the sword. Be a warrior of the sword.
But would you be that honorable to like sacrifice so much to live up to the standards of a samurai? Because
dude, I'd be an amazing samurai.
So you'd be honorable.
Yeah. Get the fuck off this farm.
Because I think they you have to commit suicide, right? Like if
if you like dishonor or something,
right? Or
have you seen that Shogun show? I mean, it's kind of like that, maybe.
Yeah, I kind of want to read the book. I saw it. I saw the trailer on Hulu, but I also saw the book. I'm like, oh, I kind of want to read it first before I watch the show.
No, that'd be dope. I'd be wearing the suit every day. Wake up in the morning, I'm like, oh, this is a great day to be a samurai.
I don't think it was.
Drink your tea before you go out to massacre.
Villagers.
Thousands. No, okay. There's not. I don't think there's a set answer to what the responsibilities of a samurai is, right? But you could be serving like a lord and whatever he has you do that you feel is like, appropriate to what your lifestyle, what your code is,
What about a samurai that's very appealing? And the suit, the skills.
Yeah, the suit. And then you got Japanese.
The haircut, dude. The haircut.
Oh, dude, yeah. You got the fit.
I feel like you'd have the same haircut, dude. No matter when you were born, Owen. I feel like if you were a samurai, you'd have the same cut as right now.
Freaking Owen with the mid taper fade, dude.
The mid taper fade.
Like, who is this samurai? This dishonorable dude with his hair like that.
Imagine having a modern haircut back in the day, dude. Do you think you'd be like looked frowned upon like a witch?
Witch.
That'd be crazy. That's nice. What about you, Heyzee?
I think for me, it'd be more current. It wouldn't be so far back. I didn't grow up with it. I'm not the biggest fan of it now. I'm not gonna say I am, but I would like to have grown up to be like a teeny, at least like a mid-20s adult, financially stable adult, like really well off. In the peak of rock and roll music. So we're talking about like Aerosmith, fucking all those big ass fucking bands. When at that time, like they had like huge ass concerts for like fucking less than like fucking $15-20 per ticket, like very, very big shows, like that type of like fucking energy and fucking.
It was a vibe.
Crowd. It was a vibe. I think I would have loved to grow up in that time.
Interesting.
Or experience that. I don't listen to the music though. That's what I'm saying. That's not something that I listen to now. But seeing the culture, seeing like everything that was associated with it, I think that would have been like very fun to be a part of.
No, yeah,
like that music, the style, like everything, like just seems so I don't know, so interesting,
so fun.
I know I didn't grow up with it because like my parents weren't into it and all that. It's not something that I grew up with, but I would have liked to have experienced that, like at the peak of it. Like I said, like the concerts, the house parties, the fucking just everything associated with it, dude.
Get drunk, yeah. Yeah. When I see I think I would like to have seen Elvis. Whenever I see the concerts live, I'm like, damn, that's pretty crazy. People really like Elvis.
But yeah, I'm talking about like Aerosmith, like Kiss, like all of those like big like
Aerosmith.
What is it, like Metallica?
Kiss, Metallica.
All those like big fucking bands. Dude. My diaper. What is it? Fucking blood. Fucking wet diaper. What's the name of that freaking Roderick fucking band? Dude?
Which one?
No, it's like from Diary of a Wimpy Kid, but I just mean like all of those like big bands would have been like nice. Black Sabbath, like all those big bands.
Cool. Interesting.
Like in their prime.
Nice. We got a little bit of everything today with that question. Awesome topic, Owen. I really enjoyed that. What about you, Heyzee? Do you have a topic for tonight?
Sorry, dude. I'm fucking. I was going to say it's because it's not a topic. I like hopping to you guys, so I might not have a topic for today. That's.
He just likes talking. We just like talking today.
I just like talking to you guys. It's because you guys' topic engaged me, and my topic is like unrelated to you guys. So it's like I feel like it's gonna change the overall course of the conversation. So I don't wanna do that. So let's just say I think I'll go more or less into just to wrap it all up, just because it's that time of the day. Let's talk about memorable dreams that you've had that you would like to share, like dreams that you've had that just been wow, like over the top, insane, like vivid, whatever you might call it. Do you have anything, Owen?
Nah,
Any dreams that you're just like, wow, this is like amazing, cool.
Never had any crazy dreams. I've always dreamt like super boring stuff, like I'd be in class or like at work.
The funny thing, when I would have a dream that I'm in class, I'm just popular there, dude. I'm just like, if I go up to a chick and kiss her, it's just like, it's fine, dude. Like, don't worry about it.
What?
If I get butt naked, dude, in the middle of a classroom, it's like, it's okay, dude. Like, everybody's with it, everybody's vibing.
I think the most memorable dreams for me, like back then, right now it doesn't happen that often. If it does happen, usually the faces that I see are typically my wife or my immediate family. But back then I would always have these dreams of this like mystery girl, and we would just have like a blast together. And when I would wake up, I would get the sensation of like, damn, did that actually happen? I want to go back to that, you know? Or like if I wake up mid dream and I try to go back to sleep real quick because I was like, dang, is that literally real? Yeah, that I don't know. I probably had maybe just a several number of those kinds of dreams, like the mystery girl, and it would be like a weird POV, and it would just be like, this is it, you know? And you just kind of think back like, I want to go back to that, but I can't. I can't really remember specifics because they happened a long time ago, but most of my dreams now, it's my wife or my nephews and niece, my brother-in-laws, or you guys even.
That's pretty normal.
Yeah. With one of my other questions, just to kind of close this off, what kind of music did your parents used to hear when you were a kid? Do you recall?
Like 70s for my dad.
Yeah.
Like old stuff. Yeah, it could be like just popular music from back then, not a specific genre.
Interesting. Yeah, because I think my dad was the same too, and I kind of wanted to see if Heyzee's and your dad were the same. But my dad was an alcoholic back then, and he would get into his back then you didn't have social media, right? So what other activity can you do other than drink and get drunk and listen to music, blasting it in your car, right? So my dad would always listen to like oldies, like 80s, early 90s, and he would just have like a mix of CD players, dude. And there would be like those rhythm and blues type of oldies, and like Angel Baby or these other popular ones, right? And he would blast the shit out of that when I was a kid. And my dad, the drunk that he is, he's like the affectionate one, where he would he would cry, or like he would like hug me and stuff like that, which I wish back then I wish it was genuine, like, oh, like, why don't you like this when you're sober?
I think it came from a genuine place, dude. It's just that the music made him vulnerable. And I think that is something very nice of him to do, even though that was his only way to express it, like you might say. It was a moment of vulnerability that he shared with you. So I would just say, take what you could get, man, because
I mean, back
that
then,
was his only way of expressing it that he felt comfortable doing.
Well, back then, because it was so not normal, like I only saw that side of him when he was drunk. I would always feel very like he's drunk, so I kind of want to avoid, because he's very like that. He was very like lovey-dovey and whatnot. So there'd be points where I'd be like, oh, you know what? Let me just lock myself in the room. But that can be a whole another discussion another day. Yeah. What about you guys? How are your guys' dad drunk? What kind of drunk category? What drunk category would you place yourself?
I'm a happy drunk. I'm a happy drunk, social. I've always been social, but like I'm a happy drunk. Like I'll make friends as I'm drunk, but I'm also sleepy drunk. Once I'm out, I'm out. I'll just sneak away and go to bed, dude. Like goodbye. Yeah, obviously if I'm in like a familiar setting, where it has to be like my place, and I'll go to sleep. I just call it a day, dude. Like I'm sorry, like I'm done.
I feel like Owen is he's a more descriptive. I don't know, like
descriptive.
Like you talk more. You.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a fun drunk, but also like a sleepy drunk. You gotta catch me at the right level.
The right energy, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I can be obnoxious on my drunk, but I feel like I'm just like a normal one, like a uncle drunk. I would.
Dang.
Yeah, I feel like I'd be obnoxious.
You're the buzzkill drunk, dude. And I found out that day of your graduation, dude. We all remember it very, very clearly. I'm gonna bring it up just for the sake of the topic at hand. When we were at your graduation, we were all drinking, we were vibing. We weren't even drinking that much, it's fine. Right. But at some point, you got cut off. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's respectable. You were cut off by a parental figure. I won't say who, but you were cut off by a parental figure. And we had just said, they were just parental figure. I'm not going to say mom or dad, but parental figure cut you off. Your mom did. Okay. Cut you off. I was there. And I think some friends of yours or relatives of yours that just came and they're opening a bottle. They're pouring it, and this man had the audacity to take the bottle away, take the shot glass away, and pour it back in the bottle. He's like, no, we're done drinking. Yeah. We're done drinking, bro. We're still vibing. We're still celebrating your success, dude. And you're just like, nah, you guys are done drinking. Like, it's over, dude.
The reason I did that was because the shot was for my cousin. Dude, my cousin was so wasted. I had to walk him back to his house. That man was stumbling, dude. So yeah, sure, I was drunk. But this man was beyond limits, and he was gonna keep going, dude. I felt responsible.
But that's against the rules. You never pour the shot back, dude. Someone has to drink it, but you never pour the shot back. That's taboo, dude.
Dang.
That's unheard of.
Okay. Well, lesson learned.
You didn't let me talk about my dreams, man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I'm tired. No, you're good. I'm tired too. So I might start off that topic next podcast.
Okay.
Only because like we did cover a lot. There's some of which might not even make it to the finished product. But
yeah, I'll review.
We'll see.
No problem. But yeah, it seems like it's about that time, chat. We kind of went a little bit over just because of getting extra stuff out. But yeah, are you guys feeling good with the quality content?
Just to add on what you guys said earlier, what kind of drunk my dad was, or what did he vibe to? He was born here, but he grew up in Mexico. So a lot of the music that I'm listening to as of right now, because it's just like a nostalgic thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was like bandas. It was like different, like La Arrolladora, Tamborazo, Vicente, fucking Los Ángeles Azules. Like the freaking cumbia, the fucking Paso del Gigante, the fucking tan. All that little freaking music.
17 años, dude. I think that's
Amos inocencia.
Yeah, dude. Oh, we gotta show you that freaking song. I think I've played it in the car. 17 años, dude. It's fucking.
Oh yeah. We went to Disneyland.
17-year-old. Yeah. It's a fucking crazy ass song, dude. That shit's a banger. Okay, interesting.
But yeah, man, there has been eventful nights. Like I said, the finished product might not make it, but
Good
we will be doing this again. We will be having deep conversations moving forward, and hopefully, at least I hope my voice does come back by the next podcast. So,
which will be next week.
Stay updated.
But yeah, so I want to thank everybody again for joining us this evening for this episode. We went into a lot of stuff, just like how Heyzee said. Please feel free to comment, subscribe, share with your friends, rate us in the Spotify app. We're still trying to get that Apple podcast up and running, so we'll bring that up to you shortly. But yeah, today this has been episode 9.
Yeah, it's episode 9. We will be having our commemorative in-person live episode 10 soon.
Damn, dude. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Might have to. Over here with me, might have to be.
Damn. Okay. Well,
you're welcome to come.
We'll put that in the plan, in the calendar. But yeah, thanks everybody for stopping by today to the podcast. Again, you can find us in Spotify at Sunshine After Dark Podcast. Same thing for YouTube, Sunshine After Dark Podcast. And just to remind you, this is the podcast where we bring the heat. When the sun comes down.
Motherfucking down.
Woo! Clap all around. All right, guys. Enjoy the rest of your week. Bye.